Yo.
What's up?
You know the vibes. Welcome back to Bars and Buckets podcast, man. Hope everybody's been good. We're going to give everybody a little minute to catch back up in. But if you're checking us out, man, if this is your first time, welcome to Bars and Buckets podcast, the hottest open sports hip-hop podcast out there in the land. Be sure you go to our YouTube page, Instagram page, Facebook page at Bars and Buckets. Hit the like, the share, to subscribe, and be sure you comment on every single episode, man. We is talking about all this good stuff here in sports, in the media, and hip-hop, right?
Yes, sir.
Be sure to check us out, man. You got myself, Big Reg, got the real AD Corn. What's up with y'all? Y'all good?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. First and foremost, man, I told my day one I was gonna go ahead and shout her out today before the show starts, man. But I want to give a shout out, man, to the new superintendent of Bellwood District, School District 88, Dr. Victoria Hanson. You know, when I got hired in the district, man, she was super supportive. Gave me the ins and outs. And kept it 100 with me, man. That's all you can ask for, man. So I'm super excited for her, super proud of her, man. I know she's gonna take that district to the next level, man. So shout out to her, man, on today for becoming the next superintendent of Bellwood School District 88. I'm already like at least 5 drinks ahead of y'all because that's where I was at before I was running home. So,
nice.
But yeah, shout out to Dr. Hanson on tonight, man.
That's what's up. Okay, shout out.
Congratulations.
Corn, what's up? You good, bro?
You good, man. It's spring break this week. So, a lot going on. Kid activities, podcasts, and stuff like that. So, man, just, doing what I do.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And while we're giving out shout outs, man, I want to, on a serious note, people out there that's listening, and to my brothers, on a serious note, man, I want to give a shout out to the lousy bitch that left $50 at McDonald's today. Thank you. I appreciate you, baby. Because you helped me out a lot when you left that money there, and you didn't know where it was. And I'm sorry I helped you look for it, knowing that I knew where it was at. But I want to say thank you because that you helped me. Gas is expensive, and you helped me out a lot. So once again, whoever you is, thank you. Okay, so look, we go get started. Talking about this good stuff, man. Okay, y'all, you know it's a lot going on out here in the sports, man. We got the NBA playoffs going on. The other night, Cleveland Cavaliers, Brooklyn Nets played for the rights to have the 7th seed. Loser goes on to fight for the 8th seed, which the Hornets and the Hawks played for, which the Hawks won. Hornets are officially eliminated from playoff contention. So now it looks like they're going to play each other tomorrow night on the East Coast. On the West Coast, we had, which is a great game that I didn't think was going to go down to the wire, but the Minnesota Timberwolves beat the Clippers, so they are the 7th seed. The Clippers will fight for the 8th seed against the New Orleans Pelicans, who beat the Spurs. So, fellas, we have a lot to run down with these playoff seedings. Right?
Definitely.
Everything's pretty much set in stone. I want you guys and everybody that's tuning in, first of all, give me your outlook on the playoffs. How you think it's going to shape up? Do you have any surprise picks and anything like that? But we got to start with we said it last week, and I guess I've spoken into existence. But the Chicago Bulls, the 6th seed, will take on the defending champs, the Milwaukee Bucks, in the first round of the NBA playoffs. A lot of guys, namely Charles Barkley, I can't stand his ass, saying that the Bulls are going to get swept or getting their ass beat. The guys on the show that said the Bulls are going to get, everybody is counting out the Bulls. So I gave my prediction, Bulls in 7. Fellas, let's hear about what you think about the playoffs and then the first round with the Bulls and the Bucks.
I don't think I'm deviating from kind of what we talked about. I think I gave them 5. I think I gave them, I think I gave the Bucks a 4-1. I don't really see it. It could potentially go 4-2 if the Bulls get one in Milwaukee. The Bulls get one in Milwaukee, then they'll extend it, and I think it'll go 6 games. If they lose both in Milwaukee, I got it 5 max. So they got to pull at least one out in Milwaukee for it to be extended more than 5. But it's gonna be a test, man. Like it's gonna be a test for them because they don't really have the team that could turn it on and off, right? We talk a lot about the on and off switch and having that ability to fuck over games and still be able to just, all right, now it's go time. They not built like that. Like they need rhythm, they need confidence, they need, they got to find themselves. So I think if they come out game 1 and get that rhythm, get that confidence, and play at the level we know they're capable of playing at, then it may, make the series a little more interesting. But based off of what we've seen the last few weeks, it's not going to be what we want it to be.
Okay. Corn.
Being realistic about the Bulls, man. Let's be real. And putting up against the Bucks, we don't have it. We're not gonna beat the Bucks, bro. And Chicago, we tend to be hope fades. We always hoping that one of our team's gonna do what they should do or what we want them to do, but they let us down, and we keep riding with them. Now, being realistic, bro, before the Bulls had this terrible second half, when they was killing shit, they still wasn't beating playoff teams. At one point, they was like 2-12 versus teams that was above 500. And this was when the Bulls was at their best this year. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they didn't beat the Bucks all year. They beat Brooklyn twice because KD and Kyrie went there. So they got off on them. But any other playoff team, they ain't beat. Anybody that was supposed to be making moves in the offseason, the postseason, I'm sorry, they ain't beat. So with they already running track record of losing to them, and then under this collapse, bro, 1 + 1 is 2. It is what it is. Now, can they pull it off? Is there a possibility? Yeah. There's a possibility, but you got to have somebody that's going to guard Giannis. At least slow him down for 35 and 15.
At least.
Slow him down. But you got to stop Chris Middleton. You can't let Drew Holiday do what he want to do, which is hard to do. You got a better chance of slowing down Chris Middleton than Drew Holiday. Drew going to do what he want to do. And without Lonzo Ball there, that don't really help.
Right.
And like I've been saying, they ain't got that ball movement. The ball been sticking. DeRozan and Zach LaVine want to play hero ball. This ain't what you playoffs ain't time for hero ball. Michael Jordan era is over, and it's been over.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
we got two sweeps here too on my live on my Facebook page. We got 2 people saying it's gonna be a sweep.
Okay. So to everybody that's tuning in, we are talking about the NBA playoffs. Before I give my take on it, because I think you guys know deep down that I'm right about my take, but y'all just give me a hard time about it. That's fine. So I'll save that part. But for real, I want to give everybody that's tuning in, be sure you comment, write, and share. Ask the guys right here on the panel. I want to give a quick breakdown of the playoff seeding, and I want you guys to tell me, give me your biggest upset alert. Upset alert, all right? So for the one, we're going to start out over East. The Miami Heat are the number 1 seed. They're going to play the winner between the Hawks and the Cavaliers, which is going to be a good series. A good game tomorrow night. The Series going to face the Heat. Then you have the 76ers, who are the 4th seed. They're going to play the Toronto Raptors, who's the 5th seed. Don't sleep on Toronto. You got the Bulls and the Bucks, 3 versus 6. And then you have the Boston Celtics against the Brooklyn Nets, 2 versus 7. That's out east. Over west, you have the Fire, the team that's been on a roll. Shout out to Coach of the Year award, Monty Williams as well.
For sure.
Phoenix Suns are the number 1 seed. They're going to face the winner between the New Orleans Pelicans and the Los Angeles Clippers, who play tomorrow. That's going to be another good game. The 4 and 5 seed over there is the Dallas Mavericks. Don't know if Luka's playing or not. I think he's going to play. Playing against the Utah Jazz, who reports are if the Jazz don't make it out the first round, they're going to clean house. So it's going to be something to keep in mind. The 3 and 6 seed games over there is the Warriors and the Nuggets, 2 teams that have a lot to kind of, it's a lot to kind of like show with that series, right? Then you got, I feel like it's going to be an exciting series with the Memphis Grizzlies and the Minnesota Timberwolves 2 and 7. So give me an upset alert, man. Who do you think is going to surprise in the first round and give an upset alert to move to the second round?
Man, it's funny that I'm even saying this.
I'm about to say it.
It's funny that I'm even saying this, but the upset alert is the Nets over the Celtics because of the seeding. But then if we're not talking about seeding, the true upset alert is Toronto over the Sixers.
Really?
In the East.
That wasn't even gonna be mine.
I already know I was gonna go a whole nother direction. That's what I believe that because of and let's just stay with the East for now. We know what we're getting out of KD and Kyrie with them being back. I think that Seth is going to play a real huge role in that series too. Robert Williams being out could potentially be a difference maker. I mean, they still have, Horford and Daniel Tice who could play big inside. But I just think that, and the only reason I'm saying upset alert is because of the seeding with that matchup. But I really, really do think that Toronto, with how they play, how they're made with their length and things, can create a huge problem for the Sixers. I mean, they don't have anybody to stop Embiid. I mean, nobody in the East does. But they do have enough length and ability to stop everybody else, including Harden.
Upset alert. Okay.
So just sticking with the Eastern Conference, I'm looking at it now. If I had to say an upset alert, we can go with Toronto upsetting Philly. I seen an interesting fact about Toronto today, and I was like, "Yo, I ain't seen that. I don't think ever. I'm sure it's happened, but this is the first time I brought everybody on their starting lineup. Well, this is the only. Well, I'm not sure if it's starting lineup, but they have 5 players that average 15 or more points. So that shows ball movement. That shows chemistry. That shows that that team effort. We doing this as a team. This ain't just a Pascal Siakam show. This ain't just Van Vliet's show. This is as a unit we beating teams. You know what I'm saying? And with something like that, you just messed up Philly whole scouting report.
Definitely.
Because now it ain't just lock down this one player, do this, do that. Now, whoever they scouts were had to really sit down and watch film. How are all 5 of these dudes scoring 15 or more points, averaging for the year 15 or more points? How do we stop that? So I can see them upsetting Philly. Another series that I could see, well, of course, Brooklyn and Boston. You can see, but that's just based off seeding. We all know the talent in Brooklyn and what can be done. So I ain't gonna even go into that. Now, if Atlanta, I'm
go ahead and say it.
I like it. I like this. I like this.
Go ahead and say it.
You just muted. There you go. I like this.
If Atlanta plays well and they get this 8th spot, they can beat Miami, man.
Like that.
They can beat Miami.
Now, do you think so? The flip side of it is I wonder, just depending on momentum, right? Because I can almost see either or making that series competitive in terms of the Heat. I mean, in terms of the Hawks or a young, that young Cavs team. I think that they miss Allen a whole lot. I think Jared Allen is like a huge cog. Like if they had Jared Allen, I think it'd be totally different. But I still do think they have. I mean, Darius Garland, man. I mean, that dude, man. That's a straight up hooper right there. But I'm with you. I kind of figured that's where you might go with that, and I'm intrigued by that too, because I think that for me, I think that either or would be an interesting matchup for Miami and would take them to the limit. But I think, to agree with you, I think that the Hawks would probably give, in terms of that series, would give it the best chance to kind of have that 1-8 upset. So I like that.
Well, at the risk of sounding
we already know where you going. We know where you going.
Man, look, man. The Chicago Bulls are going to upset the Bucks, okay? Let's just throw that out there, all right? The Bulls are going to upset the Bucks, and I'm not saying they're going to sweep them, but just hear my logic. Before I go out west, because my out west sleeper, y'all not going to expect either. And this is why I feel like the Bulls will upset the Bucks in the first round. Where if you're just tuning in, we're talking about who's your upset alert for the NBA playoffs for the first round. Who is your sleeper? Who is your team? Who is your squad? It's playoff time now, so you got to pick a squad. You got to pick a squad in the East. You got to pick a squad in the West. Who you rolling with, right? Who's your upset alert? I agree with y'all, though. I do feel like Toronto is scrappy, and they have a championship pedigree. Championship coach. They want, they still have those pieces together. I do feel like it's going to be, you do got to contain Embiid. But the reason I feel like Toronto has a chance to beat the Sixers is the same reason I feel like the Bulls have a chance to beat the Bucks. Hear me out, right? Okay, so with Philly, you have to stop one person. You let everybody else can beat you, maybe. You have to stop Embiid, right? Okay. Toronto has a lot of people that play together. They have an experienced coach, and they have a go-to person. If they need a bucket, they can get that bucket, right? Okay. With the Bulls, you got to stop Giannis. It's going to be hard to do. You probably ain't going to do it, but you can live with everybody else beating. If the Bulls play scrappy basketball, and I said this last week, if it's a competitive game, and let's say it's the fourth quarter, 2 minutes left, Bulls down by 2, I'm taking the Bulls to win that game. Hell, even if it's 5 minutes left and the Bulls is down by 5, that's a competitive game. If the Bulls are in competitive games, and you've seen it with the first 2 games against Milwaukee this year, they only lost about 4 points the first game, and I think like 8 the next one. Competitive games in the 7-game series, I feel like the Bulls can upset them, and I feel like they will. Now, is that the most popular thing? No, but I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Interesting. So go ahead, bro.
I want to shout out my co-worker, my teammate, Dean King. Thanks for jumping on, checking us out. I appreciate it.
Yo.
Oh, okay. What's up, brother? What's happening, man?
Dean King.
Oh, okay. My bad. Well, definitely appreciate you checking it. And look, and she give us some good feedback too.
She watch sports.
Yeah,
she watch sports. She be on.
That's what's up. That's what it is, man.
Appreciate it. One more time. Let me, because she made a good point. I said this numerous of times. Vucevic is an all-star center in this league.
He was doing it before he got here. He was a
You have to put Vooch, especially against the Bucks. You got to put him in that. When Vooch is in a pick and pop situation, they're going to expose that, especially on the defense. They're going to expose that. You can't rely on him to shoot 40-50% from the three-point line, especially in the playoffs, especially against the Bucks. Got to put Vooch down in that post, let him eat, and do the same thing. If they double him, kick it out to your shooters. Kick it out to Caruso. Kick it out to, Levine. They have a chance to upset the Bucks. I'm telling you, that's all I'm saying.
But here's beat it by 80.
That's an exaggeration, man. Come on.
It's a huge. It was damn near close now.
The Milwaukee Monstars.
Right. So bro, here's what I fear with that. What I fear with that is if they do manage to quote unquote upset, I fear that they're gonna be like Minnesota and celebrate that as if it wasn't a true accomplishment when the end goal is supposed to be the championship. So I don't know if they're going to be able, like, I feel like they're going to expend so much energy and focus in trying to overcome and get through that I'm not sure once they do that, they're going to have anything left to get through the rest of the playoffs.
That's fair. It's fair.
They're gonna be spent, man. Because just think about it. If they beat them, then their next opponent would be what?
Brooklyn.
The winner of Brooklyn.
The winner of Brooklyn and Boston. Yeah.
That's gonna either team is rough for them.
Yeah.
Both squads been tapping their ass all.
But no, this is
okay. Hey, hold on. Hey, Reg, for you
tapping their ass and not kissing them, bro.
Before you get your feedback, hey, Reg, Dre said you need to go on somewhere with that, man.
Who, Andre?
Yeah.
Roll with you on, man.
You know Big Dre gonna keep it real.
Big Dre said you need to go somewhere with that, man.
I'm just saying what don't nobody else want to say, man. I'm just telling the truth because look, the Bucks are a great team, right? But look at the seedings for the season.
Mm-hmm.
They only got 2, 3, maybe 4 more wins than the Bulls do. Right? The Eastern Conference all year has been a tight race. So it's not like they just, you know what I'm saying? It's always been tight. So what I'm saying is in scrappy, if the Bulls play defense, they put Vooch in the post, they don't rely on Levine and DeRozan to play iso ball, feed off Debo, let Levine get to the cup, get to the free throw line, play the same way you've been playing the first 3 or 4 months in the season. Fuck yeah, they can take them to 7 games. And if they game 1 is Sunday, game 2 is Wednesday. If they can win one of those games, and then they go back to Chicago for Friday, they could possibly go up to 2-1 in this series. Sunday is game 1, Wednesday is game 2, next Friday is game 3. If they take one of those games on the road, they can damn well next Friday be up 2-1 in this series. And then what people gonna say? Oh, well, I mean, hey, you never know. No, nigga. We up 2-1. We up 2-1. Y'all said we was gonna get our ass swept. Now what?
So this is, and I'm gonna let you answer this one, bro. What have the Bulls done in the second half of the season, to make you think they will win?
They collapsed. No, I agree. The Bulls, for whatever reason, they collapsed in the second half of the season. And you could say the same thing, really, about Boston. Boston, the first half of the season was shit. Their coach was calling them out. I mean, they had no chemistry. Mm-hmm. They was shooting like 20-30% from the three point. They was terrible. Mm-hmm. Second half, after the All-Star, they took over. They the 2 seed. You see what I'm saying? So
right.
It's who? How can you tell that? But I'm just saying, from what I've seen, and mind you, before the season started, people said the Bulls weren't even gonna make the playoffs. They was gonna be in the play-in game. Oh, DeRozan was the worst offseason move. Saying all this stuff. What did they do? They came out and blasted him. Now it's playoff time. They saying, The Bulls have been sucking the last couple months. They can't beat nobody with a good record. They did this, like that. Okay, the Bulls listed all this. Like, okay, we gonna smack y'all ass again. And that's not me being a Bulls fan. I'm just saying that's how it's been laid out.
They was losing to those teams when they was already rocking, bro. They was losing. They beat Brooklyn twice. I seen King mention that. But they beat Brooklyn twice without Kyrie and KD.
And there you go. Winning at the right time is the key to a playoff run, which is why my other upset in the Western Conference, I feel like the Timberwolves is going to beat the Grizzlies.
Hey,
look,
that's where I was going.
That's where I thought AD was going earlier.
Yeah, but I didn't even go to the West. I was trying to stay in the East, but so we all on the same page with that one.
Look, the Grizzlies have been I fuck with Ja Morant. I actually fuck with a lot of their squad. You see who I picked for I picked Desmond Bain for the 3-point contest. Remember we did that?
Yeah, yes, because we going with the champs, the self-proclaimed champs,
the play-in champs.
The play-in champs.
I can see them beating the Grizzlies. Now they getting smacked the next round.
Oh yeah.
But what makes it an interesting series is you got Marshall's finest guarding Ja Morant. Pat Bev is going to guard Ja Morant. Bro.
Somebody is going to foul this dude. I'm not even going to be surprised. They going to say, look, fuck the money. Go ahead and find me.
Right.
290's finest. 290's finest is guarding Ja Morant, bro. That's going to be...
He be tweaking, man. What's up with fam, man?
Hey.
That's that West Side, man.
That's that
Uncle, go foul his ass.
That's that Uncle Remus.
That's that Uncle
Remus, bro. That's that Uncle Remus.
Stop eating that Uncle Remus sauce, man. Mark that's gonna say what up, Nick? Like Rondo will get in his ass.
Right.
You know, he ain't ran into that right guard yet. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, that's low key, man. Like people pay to see that, bro. Like that's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you got two ends of the spectrum, man. I mean, you got a ridiculously gifted offensive player in Ja. And then you just got a guy who his whole life has just, like, this is where my calling card is. Like, you're not going to out tough me. Like, you're not going to, right? It's like, that's who he is, man. So you got two different ends of the spectrum, which makes that such intriguing battle to watch. But we all know that, great offense is going to beat good defense any day. But he ain't going to give up, though. Like, he going to make him work. Like, he going to do whatever he can to make this the hardest, whatever he scores that he has to score. Like that's what you can guarantee.
And also, this is going to whoever wins the matchup is going to prove, like, for example, Pat Bev gonna earn his stripes. He gonna earn what he been talking about if he shut that man down. When he only got 15, 20 points. He struggled. But if Ja goes off, the whole league gonna be like, it's hard to guard this man because one of the best defenders in the league couldn't stop him. Regardless of this gonna make Ja Morant better. Oh yeah. Even if he on the losing end of the matchup, this gonna make Ja better. He gonna see what he need to do in the summer or whatever, what he need to improve on. But I ain't seen no holes in his game, man. So we gonna see. I can see Pat Bev trying to force him to shoot jumpers. Try and force him to shoot jumpers because Ja jumper is, at about, it's probably at a C. We'll just give it a C.
We'll give it a C.
We'll give it a C.
Yeah.
Is Pat Bev? Wait. Is D'Lo the starting point guard or Pat Bev?
I think D'Lo is.
So so they going. So you saying that Pat Bev is going? They gonna put him on?
Yeah. Because D'Lo ain't gonna do it. D'Lo gonna get his ass.
So who was the two guard? Who was the shooting guard for the Grizzlies?
They might. I mean, they might alter it though for this series, right? So they may go. They may go Pat Bev at point. They may go D'Lo at 2. They may go Ant-Man at 3. You know what I'm saying? They may alter that
because you could put D'Lo at the 2.
Because you could put D'Lo at the 2.
He's 6'5", 6'6". You can put him there. And Pat Bev, he gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying? He gonna wanna be on that flow.
Oh yeah, especially if he on the floor.
Because he's trying to.
He's just and I ain't gonna shit on the man. I mean, we from the crib. I probably see this. If I see this nigga, he probably won't say some shit to me. Whatever.
Right.
I'm not even saying that he's like so much a great defender. He's just a bug, bro. Like I've hooped with niggas that's just. So their sole purpose is just to be a bug, to get under your skin.
But that's the point. Hey, Dennis Rodman made a living off of it.
Right.
Draymond Green does it. I mean, you can name endless defenders, bro.
Yeah, you got to find your niche, right? So, and when they played the Clippers, it was Towns at the center, Vanderbilt, whatever. I don't even watch him like that. Vanderbilt playing the power forward. Ant-Man was small forward. D'Lo was shooting guard, and Pat Bev was point guard.
So they had D'Lo at this. Oh, okay. So they had a bit of 2. Okay.
Yeah.
And they gonna put that man on Ja. We'll see, but Memphis gonna have to run Ja off a lot of screens, which we haven't seen him do this year.
They got to free him up. Because
see, that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to playoffs, experience matters in playoffs. Neither one of those teams have like really been to the playoffs, right? They don't really got that much experience.
Not really.
No, they don't.
Especially the Grizzlies. I know the Grizzlies definitely don't.
Yeah.
It definitely.
It's been a while if they ever touched it. I mean, the last time they touched it might have been when Conley, Randolph,
and Grindhouse.
Which brings me to another. Once again, if you guys are tuning in to the show, thank you guys. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. We are talking about upset alerts for the NBA playoffs, man. Drop your upset alert. Who you think is going to surprise somebody in these playoffs? Drop your favorite team in the East, favorite team in the West, whatever. Just, chop it up with us, Drake with us, kick it with us, whatever. But here we go. This is what I'm going to say, right? All right. Now, tomorrow night, if the Clippers beat the Pelicans, which it's going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
And round 1, Clippers versus the Phoenix Suns. If Kawhi come back at any point in that series, Phoenix Suns gonna lose. I will say that one more time.
Kawhi Leonard, if he come back
anytime in that series, I don't give a fuck if it's game 6. The Phoenix Suns are going to lose in the first round. I said it right here on the show.
Why?
The Clippers,
Why, bro?
The Clippers about to get their ass hibachied like Hamada.
Why? They about to be like Sha-Tung got here, man.
Because look,
flambéed out here.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying.
No, seriously, I want to know why you think that, though, for real.
No, I'm saying it's going to be a really good match. I feel like that'll go 7 games. We talking about experience. No, I'm talking about, look, playoff time is experience and chemistry and health, all right? Tyronn Lue won a championship, man. He a championship coach, all right? Paul George, LP, experience.
Is
they have a deep bench.
He's a champion.
They have
but of that championship series, his biggest highlight is him getting stepped over.
They have the same squad of last year. I'm not saying that
last year's squad wasn't successful.
The Phoenix Suns are one of either the Suns or the. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I feel like the Suns have a great chance to go back to the finals. Okay,
thank you. I appreciate it.
But I'm just saying, man,
because they have
Leonard, you can't ignore him. I don't give a fuck how if he never played all season. If he come back, that series changes. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yes and no, though. Like you can't. And here's the crazy part. Like, we heard all off season how fluky the Suns run was. Like, it was just, it was their year. They, they're not really that good. They just kind of got hot when they needed to get hot. And what did they do this year? Most consistent team in the league.
I knew that. They did.
Right? So I think that, like, the Suns would have to play, even if Kawhi came back, the Suns would have to literally lose themselves to lose that series. And when I say lose themselves, I mean lose the foundation and structure that Monty Williams has put in place in terms of how that team runs. They would have to lose that series themselves. They're not going to get beat.
I don't see Chris Paul.
They're not going to get beat.
I don't see Chris Paul collapsing. Man, maybe in the Western Conference Finals.
Okay. Just know what I said on this show.
So, have you heard anything about his return, by the way?
Only thing I've heard is the same thing I've heard with Jamal Murray. Same thing I've heard with Steph Curry is that it's we're not going to close the door. That type of talk. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
that's because they try to keep their scouting report off.
Right.
You never know. I mean, but these players, Luka, all these players that's have a questionable tag on them to play, you got to watch out for that, man. That's all. You got to watch out for that. Now, if Steph Curry played, because they saying that Steph Curry Golden State Warriors team is a different animal against the Nuggets. Now, the Denver Nuggets are in the same position that Utah Jazz. Remember, I told you I gave y'all an update that there's stories out of Utah saying that if the Utah Jazz do not make it out the first round of playoffs, which they haven't been doing the last 2-3 years, they're going to look to break it up. That means maybe Gobert going somewhere. There's been talked about Donovan Mitchell going to New York. Just different things, right? Quinn Snyder has been talked about going to like just some type of change has been talked about with that team. Do y'all agree with that? Do y'all think that should happen if they don't make that first round?
Look, if they don't make it out the first round, I say keep the team together. They just need to tweak the coach. They may need to make some moves, but I'm not blowing up my team. It's not easy to put together teams in this climate of the NBA and not in Utah.
Definitely not in Utah.
No one's going to Utah, bro. So if you just blow up a team, you're going to push them back another 20 years.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So I'm keeping Donovan Mitchell. I'm keeping Rudy Gobert.
Gobert.
I'm keeping them two. Them two, as long as I keep them in the Jazz
no
uniform,
matter the offer. If New York say, I'm going to give you 5 first-rounders.
Yeah. Still, no, I'm keeping Donovan Mitchell.
Out those first, but you don't know out those first rounders what those first rounders are gonna turn into.
Right, 3 of them might be Greg Oden.
Could be Michael Olowokandi.
Right. What's that?
No, but no, man, like legit though. I'm with bro. Like you have hell. I even throw Jordan Clarkson in that mix.
Okay.
If I had to keep players, like I'm throwing him in there too, because he, you know what you're gonna get from him, man. Like
he's from the Kobe school of thought.
He's from the Kobe. He's a hooper, man.
But the flip side to that, right? Because we know in the NBA the players have power nowadays.
Yeah.
If they keep losing in the first round, Donovan Mitchell before his contract is up, like, look, man, either trade me or whatever. But and then they're gonna be put in a position where they be like, okay, well, damn, it's gonna be like a situation like. Okay, I want to win, bro. We not winning. Y'all not.
He's not gonna win in New York.
But don't go from one losing. Don't go from one lose. Well, I can't even really consider them a losing place because they still have a decent record every year. But don't go from one place that you're not winning a championship to a place that's barely making the playoffs.
I wouldn't. If I'm Donovan Mitchell, I'm not going to New York.
Hell no, staying away from that. That's like the black hole.
Just because they got Cam Reddish and R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle.
He said, "Yo, fuck with him because he gave COVID."
But he don't though. They ain't been rocking.
That's true. They ain't been rocking since then.
They ain't been rocking since then. And if now the Jazz are at a point of who they gonna pick.
Yeah, right.
The Jazz gonna have to pick,
or
pick
one
get
or
them
another.
To patch it up.
Right. Wait, so y'all would pick Mitchell over Gobert if y'all was the owner of the team?
Nah, I'm gonna have to pick the defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
I have to pick the defensive player of the year.
Unfortunately, where we stand in this league, I think it's really easy. I think it's much easier to find a potent offensive player or a guard than it is to find a defender who is very comfortable in their role, right? That knows that, and everybody who plays them knows, like, shit, I got to play Gobert. Like, I'm gonna have to alter my shot. I know it, right? Like, it's hard. Like, in a league that's driven off of pass up the 2-pointer to shoot a 3-pointer, right? It's hard to find somebody who can be an anchor defensively on your team. It's very easy to find guards who can put up points, though.
Wow,
it's 100 guards in the league.
They already gave him $200 million. Facts.
Who Gobert, right?
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
They already broke them off. Yeah. Which is why I said they don't. I'm telling you, man, don't be surprised because they play the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know. First of all, do y'all think the Mavericks is going to take them in the first round? Because that's who they play.
Without Luka,
no.
That's over. That's over with. Because Porzingis ain't about to do nothing.
I mean, I think
Porzingis is with the Wizards.
Yeah, he with the Wizards now. Yeah, remember they got Dinwiddie now.
Yep. Hey,
which was a weird trade.
Hey,
I don't even.
They may let Spencer go off. Spencer can lead him.
Now Dinwiddie might go to work, but I still don't have them coming out without Luka though.
Yeah, no, they're not coming out the West.
They're not coming out.
That's not happening.
Yeah,
that's not happening. Now, if I'm Mark Cuban, I'd probably try to go get Donovan Mitchell next year.
Wait, say that again.
If I'm Mark Cuban, I'm trying to get Donovan Mitchell next year.
At what expense? You gonna have to pay. You got to pay big, and then you're in the same conference. Like you gonna have to pay
Dinwiddie. I'm giving up Dinwiddie and some more pieces, and I'm paying.
Well, we know Cuban ain't Cuban ain't tripping about no money.
Yeah, Cuban don't care about the bread.
He just want to know if he gonna invest in this, what it's gonna be.
Right.
That's what Cuban is. If I'm gonna invest with you, I need to know what I'm getting out of you.
Because if I'm Donovan Mitchell, I'm not trying to go to New York.
Not even close.
Like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the playoffs, right? That we breaking down the playoff schedule. We giving our opinions on the matchups. Drop who you think is going to win these matchups. Drop your upset alert. I want to switch gears for a second, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this before, right?
Yep.
The Los Angeles Lakers didn't even make the play-in game.
Yeah,
I'm shocked.
Fired their coach. Listen, this was funny to me, Joe. Look, the Los Angeles Lakers Sunday night when they won their game, Vogel was at the podium. Watermark was at the podium. They said, "Breaking news: we fired Vogel." Y'all fired the man without he was doing a conference.
Now,
that's
two
crazy
things with
to
that.
me, man. Like, come on, man. Like, y'all
two things
tripping,
with that.
man. Y'all gonna blame this man for all the fuck ups all season. Y'all gonna blame Frank.
He
Vogel.
not.
I ain't gonna say he ain't got no. He got some blame.
He got some blame. But being real, man, just be real, man. And I don't like the, I don't like mentioning dude, but. And I don't really have a real problem with dude, man. But
there you go.
Every time he doesn't succeed, man. Every time LeBron James doesn't succeed, coaches get fired, people get moved. But these are the people he asked for. You asked for these dudes on your team, man. You asked for Westbrook. You had AD, but you asked for him. You brought your homie Melo out there. Y'all ain't win because y'all just didn't win, bro. But to say Frank Vogel was the problem. So Frank Vogel was the problem when my man was load managing all them games. Frank Vogel was the problem when he wasn't getting back on defense. Frank Vogel was out there when he started leading the NBA in turnovers, period.
Yeah.
Frank Vogel was the problem.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, that ain't Frank Vogel's fault, man. All of it ain't his fault.
No.
It's Frank Vogel fault that AD is made out of
glass.
Street clothes Davis.
Right.
He been street clothes before
he
LA.
got to LA. Yeah.
Now the Westbrook thing, Brody's my man. I'm shocked at my man.
Yeah.
With how horrible he played this year.
Right.
But I don't like the way. I don't like now. He didn't put Westbrook in his spots, but to put that solely on him, and then to give LeBron James the same pool next year to pick who he want and come out here and lose. No, man. I'm seeing some of the coaching candidates. They talking about Quinn Snyder going out there. I'm not sure how true it is, but I seen an article about them getting Juwan Howard to come out there.
Right.
Doc Rivers. Man, no. If I'm Juwan Howard, I'm not leaving Michigan. I'm not. I'm slapping another coach next year.
Right.
But I'm not leaving Michigan. Any of these other coaches, you're always going to be the scapegoat. I mean, Mike Brown. David Black. LeBron, when he first got out there, he got Luke Walton fired. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, no, man. No. Buddy doesn't take accountability for his doings on the court, man.
Yeah. I mean, you're absolutely right, man. And I've heard so many reports, recently, about what it was supposed to look like as opposed to what it did look like, right? It was supposed to be Jason Kidd, but Jason Kidd was like, it was supposed to be Jason Kidd who should have been the head coach, but then they dug up something from 10 years ago and said, oh, just be the assistant under Frank Vogel, right? We know for a fact this is not just made up. We know for a fact that it was talked about on who I want here, right? We know for a fact that it was like, hey, man, I need you to come over here and hoop with me. The conversation was they were like this close to having DeRozan. And the word was, nah, we're going to go with Westbrook because LeBron said that's a better fit, right? So the real reality is, and I mentioned this in the show probably a few shows back when we talked about coaches that we admired, right? We talked about some of the top coaches. And I mentioned Eric Spoelstra, right? And I said the thing that attracted me to Eric Spoelstra was he was very direct on his convictions. He did not allow star power to get in the way of how he positioned his players or how he, decided to pull you from the game or play the bench or whatever the case may be. Whatever he said or whatever he thought was correct, he did not allow that. Nobody. I still remember, bro, and I know y'all do, and it still pisses me off to this day. And people be like, oh, it was an accident. He didn't know he was there. When Brian walked off the court and shoulder shrugged, Spoelstra walking to the bench in the playoffs. It still pisses me off to this day because it's like, ain't no way you gonna do that to me. But how Spoelstra reacted to it, let me know who he was as a coach. He was like, listen, you're gonna either do it my way, because I don't care who you are, right? You're gonna do it my way and we go win my way, or you just gonna have to figure this shit out. But I'm not folding for you, right? And I think whoever, and that's why Mike Brown had his issues, David Blatt had his issues. I think Ty Lue may be the only other coach outside of Spoelstra who was kind of like, this my show, right? He may be the only one who stood up to Brian and was like, shut the fuck up. Listen to what I'm saying and sit your ass down. This is what you about to do. So the reality is, unless you have a coach that's not afraid of having that discourse with him and not afraid of having that conversation, they're always going to be the scapegoat. Because it's, and I think the conversation with Vogel was, I just need you to come in here. This is the talent you got. Make everybody happy. Making everybody happy don't win championships, right? So he kind of, in a way, signed himself up for that. if he did agree to that. But whoever comes in next got to have a mentality in their mind like, man, I'm a grown ass man. I'm the head coach. You my player. I respect you, but you gonna do as is, right? So I don't know, and it ain't too many coaches out there that I could think of right now who would have the balls to tell him to shut the fuck up and sit down somewhere and coach.
I can see
And
Derek
that's
Fisher
the
doing
issue.
it.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially on the Lakers.
That's true.
I can see Fish coming back like, fam, I got 5 rings, bro.
That's true. But it's just gonna be tough. Like, you gotta have somebody tough. Like, you can't have no pushover when you talk about who's coaching LeBron and everybody else around them. Like, you can't have a pushover.
Yeah.
So look, let me say this, right? I don't know if you guys, and everybody that's tuning in, I don't know if you guys listened to Russell Westbrook did an interview not too long ago, maybe a couple days ago, right? And I want you to pay attention to what Brody said in that interview, man. He had a couple key points. He said, the reporter asked him, or they made a statement that said that, yeah, Russ, LeBron and AD said you got to let Russ cook to do his thing. And Russ was like, we all know that wasn't true. We all know that wasn't the case, right? They asked him about Frank Vogel. And he was like, look, man, I ain't never had a problem with none of my coaches in my none of my career. I don't know why he had a problem with me, right? There's been reports about Russ possibly getting traded. They already got a package together for him going to Charlotte or the Pacers and things like that, right? Do you know the last time the Lakers had, quote unquote, brought 3 all-stars together or brought people together with, let's just go with Malone and Peyton, and they brought all of them together, right? It didn't work. It didn't work. I think the biggest problem in LA is that because they have the stigma of being LA, they want a quick fix. You're not always going to get lucky and have a KG, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen moment and win a chip. You're not going to always get lucky and get a LeBron, Bosh, and D Wade. You're not going to always get lucky like that, man.
Right.
Rob Pelinka was being too thirsty. Let me get Melo. Let me get all these all-stars and put them on one spot. You can't do that in this NBA. Not this generation, man. Because that's not the way the game is built.
Buddy.
Russ was terrible. Russ didn't even take count. Russ didn't have a good game. He didn't have a good season.
Yeah.
But in Russ' defense, the last 3 teams that Russ was on, which was what? The Wizards, the Rockets, and the Thunder, right? What role did Russ play in all 3 of them teams?
Ball handler.
Yeah.
He was the main person.
Russ be the ball.
He was the main person starting to.
Can he be that with LeBron James?
No.
He can if he had somebody. If he had a coach that said, listen, this is where I'm going to place you right now, because we know how to maximize. And listen, let's see, Russ is what? 32, 33. Bron is 37. Right? Just about 37.
Yeah.
Melo 37, 38.
Yeah, Westbrook 33.
Right? They are age.
They are age, right? So we know how to maximize Russell's potential, right? If I'm like, okay, this is my team and I'm the coach, I'm like, this is my team. I know where he excels at. So I'm going to put him where he excels at, and everybody else is going to have to adjust. And the reason everybody else is going to have to adjust is because I can position LeBron at the high post. I can make LeBron be a pick and roll. I can put AD at the low post. I can put him in the pick and roll. I can make him pick and pop, right? But we know for Brody, he got to have that ball. He got to have that ball. He got to go downhill. He has to feel like I have some control over how this is flowing for his game to elevate. That's just who he is. He's not a spot-up shooter. We can't just put him on the side and say, hey, figure it out. So it was up to the team to put him in position and make everybody else figure it out. He's the youngest. Make him do all the work. He got the youngest legs. Why are you putting more on the guys who's older than the guy who's younger? You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that doesn't make sense. But again, when you talk about appeasing somebody, this is where we go wrong. Probably why I couldn't be in the NBA. It's probably why I couldn't coach NBA, because I'm not going to appease you. I don't care who you are. Phil Jackson was great because he told Jordan, we're going to run this triangle. You doing too much one-on-one. And for us to be successful, this is the system I'm implementing. You can be the cog of it, but this is what we running. You got an issue with that or no? Because do you want to win or not? Right? That's what it's going to take. So that's why he was successful with the Thunder and with the Rockets and with the Wizards, because majority of the time he had the ball, not so much with the Wizards, kind of sort. I mean, he did have average a triple-double for the season, but you know, but that was because he had the ball in his hand. He was the primary ball handler. So if you want Russ to be successful at this stage in his career, if you don't put the ball in his hands, you're wasting your time getting him on your team.
Yep. And that's why him going to the Pacers or the Hornets is a better for him. He get to have the ball in his hand. He get to dish. I mean, the man went from averaging triple doubles and leading the league in assists and all this other stuff to looking like this year. Like, are we serious?
And granted, he was never a shooter, right? Like Russ was never like a shooter.
Never.
He's very he's spotty, but he's spotty in terms of if I get going, I know Red's gonna hate me for this. He's another version of Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade was never a shooter. Hear me out. Dwayne Wade was never a shooter. He's never a guy that you say, hey man, don't leave that dude open because he's gonna knock that down. Dwayne Wade was a rhythm guy. He gets to the free throw line, he attacks the basket. When he see that ball go in, now he's cooking. But he was never a shooter. That's Russ. That's Russ. If he attacks the basket, he gets to the free throw line, gets some easy buckets. People are gonna have a hard day with him because now everything looks good. So when he let that shot go, it's going in.
Just for my clarity, in their prime, who you taking, Russ or D Wade? In their prime. Don't do it, bro. Don't please. I mean, come on. Don't do it. It's an easy one. Just come on. I lobbed it up there to fight. Wow. We really thinking about this? Corn, you thinking about this?
I'm not thinking about it.
He ain't thinking about it, but I am.
I'm going with UCLA's finest. You know, I'm a Brody fan.
You going with Russ?
I've been Brody since Darren Collison and Kevin Love, man. You know, I'm not real big on Dwayne Wade, man. I'm not. I've never been big on Dwayne Wade. He's good. Got to the NBA. He did what he did. Wade County, but he wasn't all that good to me. I've never watched a basketball game and been like, yo, they better stop Wade. I've never been like, the Bulls playing the Heat. Oh, this is looking too good.
Except for the finals.
Except when it was the LeBron, the Heatles. But
that playoff
04, 05.
That playoff run he had with Shaq. That was the one time I was like, God damn, this dude,
went off.
Man.
He went off in 06 when he was Flash. Okay. When he was Flash, he went off.
Okay.
But let's just take 2008 Dwayne Wade. What nobody fearing, buddy? What nobody fearing 2009 Dwayne Wade?
Is Dwayne Wade a top?
I think we talked about this before.
5 shooting guard in the NBA of all time.
If we go back a few shows, we already did this, and do we slowly start bringing him down?
Just hear my point. Mm-hmm. Where is Russell Westbrook as far as point guards of all time?
Yeah, that's hard to do.
That's
now.
hard.
That's hard, bro.
I guarantee you, Dwayne Wade is higher in the ranking than Russell Westbrook.
You ain't had that many. You ain't had that many good tools.
But look, okay. So hear me out.
So he kind of there off a small sample size, bro.
No.
Because we already talked about how he wasn't better than Clyde Drexler. We already went through all of this.
When Dwayne Wade got put with a super team, so quote unquote, what happened? He won rings. He won rings.
He did what he was supposed to do.
What? Say that again.
What happened with Brody? Brody been put on 5 different super teams, man.
He is not.
Who was his super team?
What was the super team other than this one?
The Rockets.
The Rockets was a good squad.
Him, Harden, and
Thunder
and Melo.
Was a good squad with him and Paul George and Melo. That was a good squad. That one I expected. All right, I will give you that one. I expected something from them.
Okay.
But Melo was already on a decline, and Paul George was just getting back from the leg injury.
So y'all telling me
Wade is not
in their prime.
Has not been feared for
Russell Westbrook is better than Dwayne Wade.
Okay.
Here's
what y'all saying.
Here's what I'm telling you. I can't go one over another because I look at them the same. The only edge that I would give to D Wade, especially early in his career, is he's a hell of an off-ball defender. That's where my edge comes in. On the defensive end, his awareness on the defensive end and his off-ball.
That's a good point. Who's to make that
the ability to off-ball. You said this the Dean, right, bro?
Yep.
Okay.
King.
That's a good point.
King. Yeah. So that's true. That's true too. Better supporting cast. That's very true.
Yes, better supporting cast. Just think about every team Brody even been on, other than this.
Dwayne Wade had a better supporting cast than Westbrook. I gotta think about that. Hold on, before I take a
all right, and OKC was probably the best team he had constructed. Him, KD,
but they were young.
Ibaka, Harden.
Yeah,
they had a lot of talent come through them, but they never had a decent coach.
Yeah,
so Shane Battier has,
and I was never big on.
Was a better supporting cast.
Ray Allen,
Chris Bosh,
Birdman,
Lamar Odom. We can keep going. We can keep going.
LeBron's favorite point guard, Mario Chalmers.
I gotta think about that.
Oh man,
I'm just saying that Dwayne Wade.
Let's not forget when he went to Cleveland and played with Poole.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Russ has never been held accountable for how out of control he plays in general. The man does what he wants to do. Head full of steam. I
like this person, man, that's been saying that, making some good points. And I'm not even hating on Brody. I feel like Brody is he's a great basketball player. He's just too OC. Shaq even had to tell him, like, yo, you gotta slow down, man. You playing too fast, Joe. Slow down. You playing a game too fast.
He play fast.
Yep.
But it be working for him. Now he get out of pocket sometime where I even be like, bro,
you gotta pull this dude.
But think about when he would get out of hand in OKC. They normally when they still had Harden, they would yank him and put Harden in the game. Harden was more of a backup point guard or floor general at that time. And Harden actually played defense at OKC for people that don't know. So he would slow the ball down. He would make the plays. They would run their sets. Brody was on the Jason Kidd act. I'm snatching it down.
Right.
I'm going to be the first one down. I'm dunking the ball and screaming. That's what he wanted to do. That's what's fun to him. That's what he liked to do. Over time, he showed that he could do other things. But I think he needs a real team around him. Like if you took Westbrook and put him let's take a talent, like a team that got some talent. Put him on the Kings. They would be a decent team. They got talent in Sacramento. They just can't win. But if you took him and with them weapons that they have, and he dished the ball.
What weapon? What? I don't get my mic.
De'Aaron Fox.
Use the bottle.
De'Aaron Fox.
You got to trade De'Aaron Fox. You can't. Fox and Westbrook can't play together.
Why can't they?
How?
If he played with Reggie Jackson, he could play with him.
Who played with Reggie Jackson?
Westbrook.
When the fuck he played with Reggie
Jackson? For the Thunder. Are you serious?
Reggie Jackson was me. He wasn't no damn. Reggie Jackson wasn't who he is today. Reggie
Yes,
Jackson
was
right now when he was with Thunder. He was damn near serviceable. He wasn't no damn what he is today.
Sabonis too.
Sabonis out there, and he played with Sabonis before.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Now the Kings do got some players, but I say if you put Westbrook, which is when I heard this trade offer, I wasn't really upset. You put Russell Westbrook over there with LaMelo. You send Gordon Hayward to the Lakers. You send some draft picks. LaMelo is looking to pass that ball. Brody wants to be a ball handler. LaMelo don't always. He has to. LaMelo is a player that's why I like LaMelo's game. LaMelo is whatever it takes to get the ball into the right person's hands so we can score and get back on defense. You see what I'm saying? Brody is downhill. LaMelo can get that ball, get it to Brody. They can play fast. They can play fast in Charlotte like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that in other markets. You see what I'm saying? Brody has to be in a situation where he's playing fast. He likes to play fast. Put him in a position where he can play fast and he can succeed.
Charlotte might be the best bet for him with Montrezl Harrell, P.J. Washington, Melo.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look at their roster.
Brody can't play no half-court offense. He can't dribble up the ball. Call, hey, you get that.
But that's
he can't call. He's not a half-court player.
That is my point. Like that's exactly where I'm going with this. Like I just and they don't play no defense, right? But I just don't understand like the logic. Like people making these deals, people getting a boatload of money to be GMs, to be owners, to be scouts, whatever the case may be. I'm not understanding the logic. Like, what are you looking at?
Kelly Oubre?
Yeah, Oubre is over there too. Like, what are you looking at? Like, how are you structuring your team to be successful? Like, there's no, and y'all can, and even y'all remember us talking about this, and I said they are not going to be successful. I called it from the beginning. Because you can't just have star power. That's not enough. You can't just say this is the pedigree, this is the resume. If we put these people together, they're successful. No, because you have to look at the system. You have to look at how you play, who needs to be where, and all of that stuff. And I don't think damn near half of the league doesn't do that. Mm-hmm. Which is why these teams aren't successful. Because it's like, oh shit, Donovan Mitchell, a free agent. Let's just go out and get him. Okay, but where does he fit on your team?
What he was doing on his last team? How was he able to do that on this team when you got all these other people right here playing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I had when they start throwing out all these names and who the Lakers got, I didn't say this was going to be the next, like the last Laker team when they had GP, Karl Malone, and all.
Right.
I likened them to the 01 Portland Trailblazers when they had too much talent and couldn't figure out what to do. Bonzi Wells, Rasheed Wallace, Mighty Mouse, Scottie Pippen. Dale Davis. They just had too much going on this team. Bobby Jackson. Like, it was just too much going on, and they didn't know where to go late in the game. Because all of them, Melo still think he can hit shots late in the game. LeBron still he's gonna dish it to somebody late in the game. West still, Westbrook don't want the ball late in the game.
Right.
AD feel, you know what I'm saying, and he should take the last shot. They don't have a direction.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if you think about it, the Lakers never even had an identity this year. Who was the Los Angeles Lakers this year?
That's true. That's true. The bubble, the bubble championship, and I'm gonna say bubble championship. The bubble championship and the squad that they had in the bubble championship. All they needed to do was go out and get some younger wings to put on that team. You bring back the core of that bubble championship plus the younger wings, and you could be in contention again had you kept them together. Yeah. But you went out and dismantled the whole damn team that you won a championship with.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, man, bro, I promise you, I'll be like, and we in a profession where people really do, they have all of the comments, I can do your job, but you don't really want to do my job, right? Like, you could say what you would do if you was a principal, but you ain't gonna do that shit. You don't want nothing to do with it. You can say everything behind closed doors, but obviously you ain't signed up for it because you can't handle it, right? It's the same, like, so I kind of feel bad for saying certain things, but I feel like put me at the table with you when you're thinking about what kind of team you're putting together. And let me ask these questions so that we can figure this thing out, because I just think people are just making rash decisions and nobody is like even questioning why we making this move.
And they're just trying to spend millions of dollars here.
Just spend all this money.
Let's use it.
Giving it up.
Come on, let's go. I think we got all the best players here. We got to win, and it come down to more than that. Man. Like, I mean, the Bulls showed you that. A lot of championship teams show you that you don't need a whole bunch of stars to win. And then if you are, where you got a bunch of stars, people are sacrificing certain things for the greater the team. And LeBron ain't sacrificing nothing. He's not. I don't care what people try to say. I know they try to call Westbrook a stat padder. LeBron James is a stat padder, bro. He stat pads. Definitely. Because that's how they get paid. That's how they get their incentives. That's how they get their endorsement deals. They get a bunch of extra stuff. He stat pads too. Westbrook, if that's what they're going to declare him as, okay. Westbrook is stat padder too. Melo still think this 2003. So he going to shoot the ball. It was just poorly constructed. And then they never really had a real big man. You go from DeAndre Jordan, Dwight Howard, who they should have used more.
Absolutely.
They should have used him more.
Absolutely.
Especially when Anthony Davis started Davison and being himself. Yep. They should come sit down. Dwight, you start. Now, Anthony, you start playing 25, 35 minutes a game. Let homie play.
Yeah.
Can I double back for a second? So, once again, everybody, thank you guys for tuning in, man. We appreciate y'all rocking with us, man, kicking it with us, drinking with us, smoking with us, just talking shit with us, man. Welcome Bars and Buckets is what we do every single week, man. Talk this good shit, talk about sports, talk about hip-hop and everything like that. Can I just ask you guys, my brothers, Corn and AD, y'all picked a rematch, right, for the finals with the Phoenix Suns and the Bucks, or did y'all go with Brooklyn and Golden State? What would y'all pick?
I don't know.
Somebody had a rematch. I don't know which one it was.
I think I might have had the rematch.
I think think I remember Phoenix and Boston.
Yeah, you said Phoenix and Boston. I think I said Phoenix and the Bucks or Phoenix and the Nets is what I went with.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So look, there was a report that came out today. Actually, I just read it not too long ago. Tell me what y'all think about this. Ben Simmons is expected to come back by Game 4 of the series.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just give me your thoughts on it, because whether we like it or not, the nigga ain't played all year. He had mental health problems, which we take very seriously on the show, of course.
Mm-hmm.
He's coming back. He's expected to be back at the latest Game 4 of the Boston series, Celtics series. Do you think that that's going to make an impact? Because we all know that the Bulls are going to beat the Bucks and go to the second round. So, do you think that makes? What does y'all think the impact that Ben Simmons is going to have when he come back to play? Because he's coming back, whether we like it or not. What's the impact of that?
I mean, it's the same impact that Kawhi probably have when he come back. And I'm saying that from a rhythm standpoint. I mean, Kawhi is different from an offensive standpoint, right? So you kind of know who he is as an offensive power. Ben is, I don't expect much if he returns. What I do expect him to do is facilitate, play defense. That's what I expect. You do those two things for 15, 20 minutes, we might be all right.
What else you got to do in Brooklyn? What else you got to do in Brooklyn with Kyrie and KD, two of the best players in the league, but play defense and facilitate the ball? You ain't got to score.
Yeah,
you ain't got to rebound, which Ben is a good rebounder, by the way. You ain't got to do none of that stuff.
Yeah, because I'm drunk too. I am. And the only reason, and I'm not comparing Ben to Kawhi, so let me clarify. I'm not saying that they're the same player. What I'm saying is both of them have been out for extended periods of time. Right? Both of them have been out for extended periods of time. So what I'm saying is if either one of them comes back, I think that the role for Kawhi is going to be totally different than the role for Ben, right? So if either one of them comes back, it's going to be more on Kawhi than it is going to be on Ben, because they're going to just specify, just like we just said, and bro agreed to it too, that this is all I need from you, bro. Like, if you can give me this, like, we in a much better position than than we were, right? Because we're in a much better position if you're on the floor than rather you sitting on the bench. And that's just the honest truth. I don't care if he ain't 100%. If he's 80%, that 80% is better on the floor than it is on the bench. Would y'all agree to that?
So what I'm going to say is Ben Simmons going to come back and play. Game 4, Game 3, Game 2, all that don't matter. Play the game, bro. You've been on the team for 2-3 months now. Play the game. I know they start saying his lower back. Bro, we've been seeing you shoot the ball. We done seen you dunk. We done seen you do all type of stuff. You can play, bro. That's all.
Yep.
As far as his impact, he'll have a favorable impact, because at the end of the day, he's a person that plays defense.
Mm-hmm.
Defensive players always have an impact. He plays defense. I'm not going to say he's a lockdown defender, but he played defense.
Right.
He facilitates. Facilitators impact the game.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, he has KD and Kyrie on the team, so he's not looked at to score. But if we remember, Ben Simmons got to the lane when he wanted to in Philly. He got to the lane and created a lot of havoc in the lane when he got there. Mm-hmm. Layups, dunks, passes, opening up for other people. With him out there, you're going to have to slide in front of him. He's 6'10".
Mm-hmm.
So he's basically a power forward center with the basketball in his hand that can dribble and pass the ball. Mm-hmm. So you got to guard him, because if not, he's going to dunk on you. So with him out there, you got to watch him.
Yeah.
And him playing defense, moving the ball, rebounding, those things make an impact. So,
and those are things he can do.
Yeah, those things he
without
does
question.
really well.
Yeah.
He does really well. But I think as far as him playing, he just needs to come back and play. I don't understand how you hurt your back sitting on the bench all year. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I didn't understand it. Maybe it's something that happened that I don't know about or I don't understand because I'm not in the NBA, not a professional basketball player. I don't know. But then I know the mental health card was used as well with Philly, dragging his name and talking bad about him, name and trade rumors and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna speak on that. I'm not gonna speak on his mental health or anything like that.
Right.
Now his physical ability, me personally, if you can stand in the club and be on IG and do everything else, bro, you can play basketball.
Yeah. Yeah, and they did say it was this before you get started, Reg. They did say it was disclosed too. So prior to the trade happening, they did say that the injury was disclosed, and they went ahead and went through with it anyway. Here's before I go to you, bro. What I really believe, right? If he just gets out there and realizes that I really don't have to do, the expectation is different, right? If he gets out there, he's like, you know what, like damn. So I ain't really like the number 2 option, right? So y'all not really looking for me to score, but if I do score, y'all comfortable with how I score? Like, I think it's gonna just revitalize his whole approach, right? I think he was just totally taken out of who he was. But in this situation, like just scoring when you can is more than enough. And they're gonna be comfortable with that. Like, we're not looking for you to score 30 points. In Brooklyn, in Philly, we was looking at you to score 30 points. You don't gotta do that here. As far as we're concerned, you can give me 10, 10, and 10. Give me 10, 15, and 12. Right? But we don't need you to be an offensive firepower. We just need you to play to your strengths. And I think that'll open them back up.
So check this out, man. I've hooped with AD. I've hooped with Corn, right? Both of these brothers will tell you that they probably ain't hooped in a competitive game in a couple months or not a long time, right? Mm-hmm. But when they hoop, nigga, I've seen AD pull from the free throw line and swack that bitch like it was like he was in his glow. I've seen Corn do some ISO ball. I've seen him do some stuff that when he was in his glow, he was in it, right? They haven't. Corn or AD ain't played competitive ball on a team in a while. Mm-hmm. So if they come back and they get their glow back, it's busting. Ben Simmons just needs to get his glow back. He needs to get his vibe back. He just needs to go out there and get his confidence back. You playing with KD, Kyrie, 2 of the best players in the world. You go out there and you start feeling yourself again. Oh, this is why I'm a defensive player. This is why I'm an all-star player. Okay. Oh, now I remember why. Mm-hmm. He needs to just get back out there on the court, whether it take a game or 2 or whatever, and remind himself, oh, this is why I'm that nigga. This is why I'm one of the best. You know what I'm saying? He needs to get back out there, remind himself, because in Philly, we all know Philly, them fans, Joe, they don't give a fuck, nigga. They gonna boo your ass. If you ain't doing what you're supposed to, they gonna boo your ass, man. And that got his mental. That fucked him up. That's why he requested a trade. That's why he sat out. That's why he lost millions of dollars. That's why he's suing. This is why he's doing all this, because Philly is a different animal. You go out there for Brooklyn, you play with KD, you play with Kyrie, you just catch a vibe with them, you get in the mode with them. Maybe it's just gonna probably take a game or 2. Get your confidence back. I guarantee you, bro. The Brooklyn Nets, if they play like they're supposed to play, they're gonna be in the finals. Mm-hmm. They're gonna be in the finals. Mm-hmm. There ain't no way around it. They're gonna be Philly. They're gonna be Philly, Milwaukee, Miami. They're gonna be all them teams. They may struggle with the Bulls because the Bulls, they may struggle with the Bulls. I'll give them that. The Bulls is a tough animal. Now I ain't gonna stunt them. They're gonna struggle with the Bulls, But other than the Bulls, them niggas gonna go to the finals, man. Ain't no way around it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, it only take one game and one moment, right? It takes one game and one moment for him to realize, okay, this is different.
Yeah, this is why I'm that nigga. Oh, this is how I feel like. Oh, now I remember. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because Corn was right. Joe, Ben Simmons reminds me of a person with he can get to the cup anytime. Now, when he gets to the cup, he probably gonna fuck up something unless he dunking. If he dunking, he there. But if you gotta rely on him to get to do a layup or something, he probably, he ain't that guy. But he can one-step dribble you and yam on you. This is why I feel like the lineup with Kyrie at the 1, Ben at the 2 or the 3, he can play either one, right? You have KD who can play the 3 or the 4. You have so many interchangeable places on there that the matchups is going to be different. Now, we got them looking right here. They play Boston right now. That's the 2 seed. They win that series. They go to play the Milwaukee and the Bulls series. I think the Bulls going to win, but y'all don't. Okay. So let's say the Bucks play the Nets in the second round. Y'all really think that Ben Simmons, Kyrie, and KD, in they glow, gonna lose to the defending champions in a 7-game series to go to the Eastern Conference Finals?
No, I don't think they'll lose. And me personally, I'm playing Ben at the 3 or the 4. I'll play him I think I would play him at the 4. Let KD play the 3. The reason is
I like that.
Ben is more mobile than most 4s in the league, and with him being out, most of his shots need to be closer to the rim.
Yep.
So if we can set,
I'm getting drunk I'm getting drunk there. By the way, is y'all take out free throws?
You ain't do no free throws before we started today, man.
The way you've been talking on here, we know you drunk.
Y'all good?
The way you've been talking, we know you drunk.
Trying to finish this pint, man.
But I'm putting Ben at the 4. He can rebound.
Absolutely.
And then if you really want to be technical, he rebound the ball. He can start the break.
Damn right.
He start the break. You ain't got to kick it to KD. He can start the break from right there and move it. And
do you know? And here's to piggyback on your point, bro, on how true that is, because I was gonna say this as well. Do you all realize when was Ben's quote unquote most successful years in Philly? Who was his coach?
Was it D'Antoni? No, it wasn't Rivers.
The damn sure wasn't Rivers. That's when he went down here. Wait till you pull it up. It's BB.
Oh, Bruce Brown.
Brent Brown.
Yeah,
Brent Brown had that man play the 4. He had that man play the 4, and that's where he was most successful, because Brent Brown said, listen, you could play the 4, you could be a point forward, you can get this rebound, you can push the ball out. They tried to turn him into a 1 when Doc got there. And that's when that shit went down here. Because before Doc got there, he was comfortable in himself in terms of how he was playing. He was pretty smooth with it. And then that shit, after that, it was over. So I agree with you. So I'll say that to agree with you, to say I would most definitely put him at the 4. I would have Drummond at the 5. I would have him at the 4. I have KD at the 3. I would have Seth in there at the 2. And I would have Kyrie at the 1.
And look how big that front court is. That way. That's a big front court.
Mm-hmm.
The backcourt little.
Backcourt is little. And people may say, well, what about Bruce Brown? Bruce Brown come off the bench. He give me some energy. He give me energy off the bench. Because at this point in time, when we talking about playoffs, I'll need my best 5 out there. Need my best 5, quote unquote, by position, starting the game. And then we'll go, they get in foul trouble, we make the adjustments, but I'm playing to win. I ain't doing nothing else. And that that gives you not only, and here, Andre Drummond, man, could Andre Drummond has the potential to be a defensive player of the year. He does. I mean, because you're gonna get, what you're gonna get out of him. And he's pretty athletic as a big. You can get a double-double out of him every night, especially from just offensive rebound or lobs to the basket. So I mean, I think that's the lineup that gives him the best chance because at least you have some rim protection. I like Nicholas Claxton coming off the bench and giving Drummond a break. Dragic coming in. So, I mean, they have pieces, man. It's just, I need Nash to act like he knows how to fucking coach. Like, put your best five out there and coach.
The thing is, does Nash know how to coach?
Right.
Hey, so can we do this right? Can we, because next time we're going to be on air, it's going to be the Bulls and the Bucks series are going to have 2 games already. So can we bet some free throws? What do you guys think is going to be the series? By the time we go back next Thursday, what is going to be the series score between the Bucks and the Bulls and the Bucks? 2-0, 1-1, what?
0-2 going in Bucks' favor, and I'm taking.
How many free throws?
I take 6, bro.
6 free throws?
Damn.
I will take that bet. Okay. Cool. All right. Come on, AD, where you at? 6 free throws. Now remember, we said 6
damn,
free
bro,
throws.
you sure? I mean, it's 0-2, so you sure you don't want to do 2 free throws for the 2?
No. Don't be trying to change this shit.
Nope.
No.
6. I'm taking 6, bro.
He said, okay, so that's 6 I got with him. Where you at, AD?
I'm with him. I'm with him on 0-2.
What?
I don't trust the Bulls right now. Like, and you're asking me right now, like I haven't even seen them play the first game. Like, if they played the first game, it will probably change how I do the landscape. But based off of my last vision of them, and based off of how I last saw Milwaukee, I got to go 0-2.
Okay.
And both of the games at home.
Okay. So both of y'all got, by the time we go on air next Thursday, it's gonna be 2 games. Both of y'all got the Bucks up 2-0 for 6 free throws. Both of y'all, right?
I ain't say no damn 6.
Oh, that's what I'm asking.
I love bro, but I ain't going 6. I give you 2.
I'm going 6. 6. That's how.
Right,
Adam, how many you going?
I'm at your 6.
I hope you're ready.
What's up? I'm at your 6.
Because the Bulls about to get stumped Sunday.
Okay.
They about to get stumped.
Okay.
Giannis gonna have 42.
I got it going 1-1. 80.
1-1.
So okay, you got it 0-2. So how many free throws you bet?
I got 2.
2. Okay.
I got 2 on it.
I'm about to get y'all drunk in a motherfucker next week. Because I'm telling you, Joe, even if the Bulls do lose Sunday, which I feel like they're gonna feel like they got something to prove. So it may be it's 50-50. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, home court advantage does plays a role in it. So even if they do lose Sunday, Wednesday, them motherfuckers not losing, Joe. They not losing Wednesday.
Hey, the Bucks coming now. The Bucks coming in now. They ain't gonna stump a mud hole in their heads.
Okay. 6 free throws for you, 2 for you. Y'all gonna get smacked drunk on the next week.
6 free throws, that ain't nothing, bro. That's
because look,
I pour that in 1 or 2 cups of J-Mo in here. I would just be regularly slapped.
If they lose Sunday, they gonna make adjustments not to lose Wednesday. I just believe that.
When has Billy Donovan shown you he's good at making adjustments?
Are they gonna make the adjustments, bro?
When has Billy Donovan showed you he good at making adjustments?
Ladies and gentlemen, these niggas not from Chicago. These niggas not from Chicago. I don't know where they're from.
Never.
Hey, they from wherever Tom Brady from. That's where they from. They're from wherever Tom Brady from. That's where these niggas from. That's where they from.
Listen, man. Why we can't be from Chicago, man? We having a legit conversation, man. Well, I'm really not from Chicago. I am from Selma, Alabama, by the way. But
okay.
But seriously,
right.
but seriously though, like if Billy, and I'm just hypothetically speaking, bro, if Billy keeps his normal starting rotation against Milwaukee's now healthy rotation. Javonte Green is going to, because he's in the starting lineup, right? Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying even if he is, they can't start. You got to go matchups, bro. You got to have Caruso starting Holiday.
That's my point. Will he do that?
Matchups.
Will he do that?
Shit with
That's my point. I don't trust him. I don't trust that he's gonna be like, listen, I'm sorry, Javonte. I've loved your energy all year. I've loved what you've done, but I cannot start you at the fucking 4 against Milwaukee.
No. What you do is, this is what you do. You start Caruso for Holiday. Levine and Middleton is going to cancel each other out.
Okay.
Debo and whoever the fuck is playing 3, Debo going to win. It don't even matter.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis, this is what I would do with Giannis, because Giannis is not out. You got to make Giannis shoot the ball.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put a defender on Giannis to make him shoot the ball. And I think that defender is Pat Williams.
I agree.
You got to put Pat Will, even if Giannis cook him, you got to get the rookie. I mean, he ain't no rookie. The second year, you got to get him out there. Look, I don't give a fuck what you do. Go get at him. If you foul out, you foul out.
Mm-hmm.
You got to put Pat Will on him.
I agree.
Vooch is the key factor in this series, man.
Mm-hmm.
You put Vooch down there low against who the fuck? Lopez?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let him cook down there. If he get fouled, Lopez is known to be a fouler. Let Lopez foul. Bring in Ibaka off the bench.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that back.
Yeah.
Then bring Tristan Thomas. Let Tristan Thomas come in, get 6 fouls.
Mm-hmm.
You got to foul their ass, man.
So you know,
Derrick Jones Jr. Bring him in. Let these niggas
Grayson
foul
Allen.
out. You got to do whatever it takes to let your bigs come in there, foul out against their bigs, because they bigs they got bigs.
Right. So all of your matchups that you said, I mean, in terms of how you will match it up, I agree with. But have we seen that? Have we seen Billy put those into effect? I would hope, and here's the honest truth, bro. I would hope that he's smart enough to do that. I would hope that he's smart enough to say, okay, I'm done. We're good now. Let's go with this lineup because it puts us in the best position to win. I will hope he does that.
Okay.
And I would hope that, you know, like you said, and here's the funny part. You said put Vooch down there on the block. That's where he needs to be. But unfortunately, it ain't where he at.
Vooch is that's what kills me, because Vooch is such a talented big man. Like, he does it all. He can pass, he can rebound, he can shoot, but he gets his rocks off in the paint. Yeah, he gets the 3. But that's like the stalemate.
Right.
Off a pick and pop. Let him, okay, ain't nothing else going on. We can't move the ball like that. You do a screen and roll, pick and pop or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I forgot about Bobby Portis. Fuck.
Yep.
I did forget about Bobby Portis. I forgot about Bobby Portis. My bad.
I bet you did.
I forgot about Bobby Portis. That's what I'm saying. They got a lot of big men, and I don't like that. So Tristan Thomas you gotta get Tristan out there to get. Hey, give me 6 fouls, Tristan. I don't give a fuck. Fuck Chloe, whatever you do. Fuck her. But I need 6 fouls, bro. You need to go out there and give me the 6. Right. You got to foul these niggas, man, because Bobby Portis is a bucket. I don't even know why the Bulls let him go. Bobby Portis is a bucket.
You know who would have been really good in this system that we let go?
Who that?
What's my man name from what's my boy name that Daniel
Gafford went to the Wizards. He went to the Wizards, yeah.
Daniel Gafford.
Yeah, they gave him to the Wizards for Thomas Satoransky.
Was bad. that was a bad all around deal. I don't know. Fuck Garpax. Garpax was just terrible.
And then I think they gave up Spencer Dinwiddie in that same trade. Yeah. We had Spencer Dinwiddie. We should have kept him. Yeah, you got a lot of faith in these Bulls.
I'm just saying, by the time we go on next show, it's gonna be 1-1.
You're gonna be drunk as hell, talking dumb as hell.
I'll take mine, but I'm telling you,
wowing our audience again with more of your foolishness.
I'm just saying, man.
I'm just saying they could come back and they gonna win 4 straight and beat the Bucks. God.
Okay. It's gonna be 1-1, and I'm standing on that. Ain't no way around it.
Sounds good.
Okay, so while we at it, let's do the Boston before we sign off. Let's do the Boston and Brooklyn series. What's that series gonna be when we sign back on next week?
I don't know.
Shit, I can't tell you that one. I'm gonna have to just go even on that. Just got to go 1-1.
Even on that one though.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to go even on that one.
Oh yeah, we got playoff basketball.
Saturday. Yeah, I have to go even on that one, dog.
That's right.
I'm gonna go. I can see that being 1-1, but I'm gonna say this: Brooklyn's gonna win game 1.
You know, game 1 is in Boston, right?
He knows.
Brooklyn is going to win game 1.
I don't want no smoke. I ain't gonna bet no free throws on that. I ain't gonna bet no free throws on that. I'm just saying,
he knows.
They in Boston game.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna bet no free throws on that.
Yeah.
But we gonna see though, because I'm telling you, y'all get y'all upset alert. I gave mine for the Eastern Conference. The Bulls is gonna upset the Bucks. And I'm telling you, I got a weird feeling, man. And in the Western Conference, the upset alert, if it's not the Timberwolves over the Grizzlies, it's something telling me that if tomorrow night, because tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, be sure you tune in to the NBA TV or ESPN or TNT. There's going to be a lot of games tomorrow to determine the 8th seed, right, for both conferences. And shout out to the Pelicans, by the way. I meant to say that.
Yeah, for sure.
The Pelicans was trash juice all year. All year, the Pelicans was trash juice.
When they got CJ,
they got right.
They found a way. And shout out to the coach over there, man.
Willie Green.
Willie Green.
Yep.
A hooper.
Yep.
He was never
he used to play for the 76ers.
Yeah, he was never a superstar. He was a good role player, good fundamentals. You know what I'm saying? He came in and coached them up real good. So shout out to the Pelicans. CJ McCollum. Yeah. I seen that game. CJ's always been a bucket.
Right, I said CJ always had it though. They ain't nothing new.
Always been a bucket.
It's just him and
put him over there with BI.
Yeah.
You know, BI getting off. You know, you got some hoopers over there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know who's gonna win tomorrow. Do y'all got the Pelicans beating the Clippers tomorrow, or who y'all got?
I don't know. I don't really.
The Clippers are at home, by the way. The Clippers are at home.
Clippers are at home. Yeah, because they were the 8, right?
Yep.
Look, man, if Paul George don't have 40, they not winning.
Damn.
Yeah, Paul George gonna have to hoop for them to win tomorrow.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. He gonna have to hoop for them to win tomorrow.
He got.
I would even venture to say that Reggie Jackson gonna have a game too.
Oh, you know.
But I see Alvarado slowing Reggie down.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I want to I think I want to do a free throw on that game tomorrow. Which I want to do. I got y'all got the Pelicans. I got the Clippers. Who y'all got? Y'all got the Pelicans? Tomorrow night. Because we're gonna talk about it in the group chat. But I'm saying, who y'all got for that game tomorrow night? Y'all got the Pelicans, right?
I'll take the Pelicans.
You taking the Pelicans?
For a free throw. For a free throw, he got the Pelicans. All right, what you got, AD?
Let me see.
I'm gonna get Corn, ladies and gentlemen. Corn is gonna be drunk. Then he gonna fall asleep next show. He gonna be so drunk next week.
I be drunk anyway, so it don't matter.
Ain't that what we do anyway? No.
Who you got, AD?
Fuck. I'll go ahead and take my shot with the Pelicans, man.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I win majority of the debates.
Lies.
I win majority of everything on the show
Go back.
I love my brothers, man.
Go back and check the episodes.
I love my brothers, but they just be taking L's when it come to me on these debates, man.
Lies.
Tune in tomorrow. Western Conference play-in game. The winner takes the 8th seed. New Orleans Pelicans are on the road against the Los Angeles Clippers to determine the 8th seed, to determine who's going to play the Phoenix Suns. Corner AD won with the Pelicans. I won with the Clippers. We better freak though. So I hope y'all ready, man, because you know we're going to talk shit about this group chat shit. I hope y'all already know, because I'm going to talk mean shit about it. And watch, Paul George fuck around, go off for 50 tomorrow and bust their ass.
But that's what that's what we said, right? Yeah. That's what we said he going to have to do.
I said he going to
That's how they going to win. They're not going to win without that. They're not going to win without him going off, is what I'm going to say.
Okay.
He got to have at least 30 plus.
All right. While we at it, before we sign off, give me the one. It's another play-in game tomorrow for the 8th seed in the East. Cavs and the Hawks. Who you got?
Well, you know, I already told bro that the Hornets let me down. So I can't mess with I can't root for Trey, because if
you don't like Ice Trey when he hold on.
No, I like Ice Trey. No, not in that regard.
I think Ice Trey, this is cold what he do. He do this move. He do this.
Right. When he do the little, yeah. I can't
I like that shit though. I do.
I can't root for Ice Trey tomorrow because I ain't trying to take 3 more free throws. I'm going with the Cavs.
You going with the Cavs?
Only because I'm not trying to take no more free throws.
Okay. Corn, who you going with?
And the Cavs at home, by the way.
They are at home.
Without Jared Allen.
Yeah, I
know. I'm gonna go Atlanta.
There you go.
I'm gonna go Atlanta. Yeah, I'm gonna go Atlanta.
That's gonna be a really good game, Joe.
The play-in games are better than the series.
Yeah, that's gonna be a really good game.
Yeah, I do like the matchup though. Like I like you got Nate McMillan and Bickerstaff, two black head coaches out there. Yep. You got Darius Garland against Ice Trey. Love that matchup. Here, I think the X factor for the Cavs tomorrow is going to be Karis LeVert. If Karis LeVert go off, it's a done deal.
And for the Hawks, John Collins.
I like that too. Yep.
John Collins got at least 20, 25. Yeah. It's over.
It's over. Yep.
Okay. Yep. So we got a free throw in that game too, right?
For sure.
Let's do it.
I think I'm going to go. See, the Cavs being at home scares me, man. I don't really know. Let me think. Is Jared Allen playing? Do we know that for sure?
No, he's out.
He ain't playing. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he out.
That's why John Collins gonna have a field day.
He should have a field day.
He should.
And Capella should have a field day at the rim too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Hawks for a free throw. But as Corn said earlier in the show, if the Hawks do win, I wouldn't be surprised if the Hawks upset the Miami Heat in the first round.
In 7?
Only because, now don't get me wrong, I like the Miami, they got they have a championship pedigree, and they picked up a lot of key pieces. Damn, you know what? I just thought about this shit. No, the Heat gonna beat them. I'm tripping. The Heat gonna beat them in 7. In 7 games, the Heat gonna beat them in 7 games. I'm tripping. Now the Hawks gonna make it competitive, but in 7 games, the Heat gonna beat them in 7 games in that series, and they gonna go on to face the winner between the 76ers and the Toronto, which I feel like y'all say Toronto
can win.
Y'all pick Toronto in the series against the 76ers?
I picked them as an upset.
Wow. Okay, you did too, Corn?
What, Toronto?
Yeah, Toronto will
get them upsetting the 76ers.
Yeah, I think they could do it. I mean, with that,
wow,
them having 5 guys on the team that average 15 or more points, like, yeah.
Okay. We shall see, ladies and gentlemen. On this show, we done made a lot of bets for free throws. I'm gonna get my brothers really, really drunk next week. They're gonna send a lot of drunk texts next week after the show. But this is what we do here, man. We talk about this good shit, man. It's exciting time in the league for the NBA.
Definitely.
We didn't get it to the NFL. We'll talk about that next week. We talk about a lot of good stuff, man. What else y'all got?
Man, so I will just kind of bring up one more thing and then we can sign off. Shout out to Joel Embiid, scoring champ for the league. I think that's the first time since I think they said Moses Malone that a big man got. I mean, no, since Shaq. Yeah, since Shaq. So shout out to the big guy, to the big man in the league, man. So I guess my question to y'all is, man, he got the scoring champ. Does he get the MVP too? I know it's a tough one, ain't it?
The MVP gonna come how well he doing the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. You know what, man? This is what I'll say, because we talked about this before on the show. I really hate how they vote for the MVP, man. I really hate how they determine who is the most valuable player in the NBA regular season. Because if we do that, because according to, and I looked at this at work yesterday, I was looking this up.
Mm-hmm.
They took a poll, and 8 out of 10 people, analysts, radio stations, or whatever, league officials, you know who they picked to win the MVP? Jokic, back to back.
Mm-hmm.
How? I ain't even gonna say how, but I just don't like how the voting and the process is for the MVP. I'm not shitting on Embiid. Actually, I'm rooting for Embiid because when Kawhi hit that shot and that mog was crying in that locker room, Joe. Oh my God!
I thought he was crying on the court.
Next year just because of the cry. The cry was so ugly. You know, I'm like, I want to win though, because that's passion, man. That was an ugly cry. That was one of them cries like, I just caught my bitch out here doing dicks. You know, damn, so that's one of them cries. That was one of them cries for real. I've been there before. Fuck you, Lisa. But anyway, I feel like I've been there before, Joe, and I feel like the most valuable player should go to. If you take this nigga off the team, this team ain't gonna be shit. And I don't know if I can say that that's Embiid. Now, granted, the Sixers probably wouldn't be shit without Embiid. I can't say that yes or no. But if you take Devin Booker off for the Suns, that team ain't gonna be shit. Chris Paul is great. If you take Debo off the Bulls didn't even make the playoffs last year. They wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? If you take these players, you take key players off these teams, they not gonna be none in the regular season. So that's how I think it should be voted. I mean, y'all tell me what y'all think.
Well, I mean, there's certainly no standard practice for MVP voting, right? And I think that's always a struggle. I will agree that, one of those standards should be what the team looks like without that individual playing, right? I think the other standard should be the elevation of the people around you, right? So do you really elevate the people around you when you're on the court? And I think that should play a role as well. Yeah, that's true. But again, because that go back to what I was talking about at the beginning, towards the beginning of the show, when I talked about Phoenix as a team, right? And kind of the culture that they've built and the structure they've built. Yes, we know Devin is their number one option when he's healthy. Yes, we know CP3 is number 2 pretty much when he's healthy. But I think that they've built an infrastructure where when somebody's out, they understand how to kind of piece it together and pick up the pieces, which is why they're successful. But yeah, the criteria definitely changes from season to season to fit the narrative. That's true too. So yeah, Big Bridge, bro, I agree with you. I think, you have to factor in what that looks like without that person being out there. But I think the other piece is what's the impact when that person is out there. Are they elevating the people around them, or what's happening with that? So it can go either way.
And look, I want to get this out there. I'm not shitting on Jokic, man. I feel like Jokic is a generational talent.
Mm-hmm.
Jokic is a generational talent. Nobody expected Jokic to be this good.
Mm-hmm.
He elevates everybody on that team.
Yep.
And, let's give him his flowers. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the fucking Denver Nuggets is the 5th seed in the West. So it's like, that's what I'm trying to see. What is the standard that we put in? Okay. Because when Steve Nash won fucking back-to-back MVPs, and Kobe Bryant was literally, taking that Lakers team, like, balling for that team. If Kobe went on that team, them niggas would have been the last seed in the West.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
NBA was mad at Kobe Bryant.
We know what that was, though. We know why that happened. Because everybody in their right damn mind knew he should have had those. But we know why that happened. They had to make a point.
Okay. All right. So who y'all MVP for if the three of us was the voters,
mm-hmm.
who will be y'all vote for the MVP for the regular season?
I have a hard time going against.
Honorable mention to Giannis too, man. We got to get Giannis.
Yeah. Giannis is who he is. I have a hard time going against Book, man, but because I just fucks with him. Like, I think he has that it factor. But I think that I don't know. I think when it comes down to it, I think that Embiid will probably end up getting it.
They're gonna give it to him. Give it to him.
Yeah.
Quan, what you got?
Going Joel Embiid. He deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
He deserved it. He's been going crazy all year. This is like one of his first seasons where he actually talked and backed it up. Because sometimes he do a little more talking than balling. But this time, the buckets is matching the mouth. So he's doing his thing.
Yep.
Okay. Well, notice that we said that we feel like Embiid is gonna get the MVP, but none of us picked the Philadelphia 76ers to go to Eastern Conference Finals. And now I feel like that's telling, because if they beat the Toronto Raptors in the first round, they will face the Heat. Y'all don't got the Heat. Y'all got the Heat beating the Sixers in the second round.
I got the 76ers beating Atlanta in the second round.
Wow. Okay. So basically what I'm saying is y'all don't got the 76ers making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Yes or no? No?
The path they got to take, they either going to play Brooklyn or Boston. Wow. They got to see Brooklyn and Ben is back. Oh, Ben is going to. If Ben back, Ben got a chip on his shoulder in Philly. I would love to see him.
Oh yeah,
go off.
That would be good.
Because Embiid had a lot of words for Buddy when he left.
Yeah.
I want to see him. I want to see him put Embiid on the poster.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
I want to see Embiid on the poster, a Ben Simmons poster.
All right. I'm gonna go on the limb and say that the Eastern Conference Finals, since we're in playoff mode right now, I feel like the Eastern Conference Finals, Philly is gonna beat Toronto in the first round. Philly is gonna beat either Miami or Atlanta in the second round. So they're gonna go to the Eastern Conference Finals. I feel like it's gonna be for the Eastern Conference Finals, the Philadelphia 76ers or the Chicago Bulls or the 76ers. I mean, Chicago Bulls or the Brooklyn Nets. Is it either one of them two? The Bulls or the Nets? Is one of them two. And that's just what it is.
The Chicago Bulls are not passing Madison. I promise you, the Chicago Bulls will be first in line at Jerk Taco Man. I promise you.
Hey, bro, don't listen to them, man. We are talking about we talking about predictions for the NBA playoffs. We asking you what's your upset alert. We asking you for the first round. We asking you what you think about Ben Simmons. We asking you about the MVP. Really, we want to know about this Bulls and Bucks series, man. Because by the time we go on next show, we already bet free throws.
My ship,
2 games between
my
next
ship
show.
from Milwaukee.
Bro, what you say? What you say, bro?
My ship from Milwaukee.
I already know he gonna say shit. This ain't even no series.
You never know,
just put it out there, man. What
know.
you got? What you got, Frat? What you got?
You never know.
What you got this series being by next week? 0-2, 1-1. What you got?
Because I'm telling you, if the Bulls, and mind you, I say if the Bulls lose Sunday night, Wednesday they're not losing. They're not losing Wednesday. If they lose on Sunday, they're not, because it's about adjustments, making adjustments. That's it. You, as a coach, you make adjustments. Okay, Giannis killed us in the first game. Middleton killed us in the first game. Jrue Holiday had 20 assists in the first game. Okay, this is what we're gonna do in the second game. This shit ain't gonna happen. So we gonna, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's supposed to be. Say Bucks and 6.
And he being nice.
He being real nice, and I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that.
Y'all not even giving 6 games though, so y'all.
That's what I'm saying, and he being nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. It's gonna be real interesting to see how these games.
If the Bulls get a game, it'll be game 4. It'll be game 4 to stop the sweep, and then he'll go back to Milwaukee and get tossed up.
So y'all don't got the Bulls. Y'all don't got the Bulls winning none of these 2 games, Sunday or Wednesday. Neither one of them.
In Milwaukee?
Yeah.
No, not if you were talking about tonight, right? You're asking me as of tonight.
Yeah.
As of tonight, based on the last product that I saw on that floor, no.
Okay.
They're not winning in Milwaukee.
Like Cuzzo said, they just got beat by 80.
Okay.
Bucks versus Bulls. What was the actual score?
Okay.
He says it's going to be a quick first round. We need rest between series.
So basically, if the Bulls is only winning 2 games, what 2 games are they winning at home?
I said game 4 to stop the sweep. You know, they're going to extend the series.
So they're about to lose 3 straight.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what bro said.
First of all, I've been to a Bulls game at the Madhouse on Madison in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So you saying that
I've been there
if they
too.
do go down 0-2
I've
Friday
been there
night.
I haven't been this year.
They're gonna lose Friday night and go down 3-0.
I got them getting 3. I got them winning game 3. As of right now, I got them winning 3. Okay. Winning game 3.
I hope y'all know I'm gonna talk shit next show when this shit actually shows
out. I hope you do.
Shit, and y'all gotta take these free throws. That's all I'm saying.
I hope you do.
Hey, that's cool. All I'm saying is
you must be suiting up too.
I take mine, but
I'm saying you must be suiting up.
Hey.
Oh, suiting up.
You must be taking ball spot or something. I don't know.
See, look, this is what
Jesus gonna be playing the wing.
Billy Donovan, by all means, has to play his players. I don't want to see Ayo. I love Ayo. I love him. I don't want to see him playing none of these 2 games. No, fuck that.
Why wouldn't he play?
Or Caruso is your guards.
Who?
You rotate them.
You said Caruso and Kobe?
Yeah, he said don't play Ayo.
I don't want to see Ayo in the playoffs against
Ayo
Holiday, and I don't want to see them.
I'm playing Ayo.
Wow.
Why are we playing Kobe?
Why are you not playing Ayo? I'm curious.
Because you need scoring when it comes to the Bucks.
Oh.
You have to offset their scoring because Giannis is going to drive to the bucket, and if we put 2 on Giannis, he's going to kick it out to Connaughton or the other white Mark who I don't like because he kicked Caruso or whatever. I don't. They
Grayson
got
Allen.
scores on that squad.
So Ayo can't score.
Kobe is going. He's a bucket.
Ayo can't score.
That's why I don't want him playing.
No, I'm asking you. Ayo can't score.
He's a rookie, man. You don't put rookies in that position in the playoffs when you're trying to win a series.
He ain't starting, but he's not starting.
I wouldn't play him unless Kobe is playing like trash. I wouldn't play Kobe. I won't play him.
Interesting.
I mean,
Kobe but we gonna see how
to the playoffs neither. Kobe ain't never been to the playoffs neither. So
Kobe has more NBA experience than
how he ain't played really all this year. This is about even.
I don't want to say it's even.
They're about even.
I do feel like though I will say this. This is Kobe's last year with the Bulls uniform on.
Ayo is only on the team because
I feel like they're gonna trade Kobe next year. This next
offseason. That's why I said, why are you playing the guy that's not going to be on the team next year?
I feel like that's what happened.
Kobe is going to be somewhere in Portland next year for
I would say they're going. That's
funny. 2 loose squares and a pack of annihilators.
Banana flavor at that.
Oh, can we add? Look, no, for real talk. Everybody that's listening, I want y'all to remember. I asked this on air. I want to add something to the bet. Okay, we did bet the free throws, but if the Bulls split the series 1-1 by next show, we already got our free throws. Can I get a 6-wing with extra lemon pepper, extra mild sauce from one of y'all? That has to be the bet. I gotta get 6 wings.
Where the hell this shit come from?
I'm just saying, man.
What this got to do with anything?
And if you want to add that to the bet, I need it back.
There we go.
Y'all have fun with that.
There we go. I need 6 wings, extra lemon pepper, extra mild sauce,
and I want mine from Harold's. I don't want mine from Sharks. I want mine from Harold's. The one on 86th Estate.
That is fine. That is, you ain't lying. Okay, look, man, we've been talking shit all goddamn night about this shit, man. We made our bets, we gave our predictions, we gave our insight on players and stuff like that, man. This is why we love doing this show, man, because it's so much dialogue, so much conversation, and it's current events, man. It's everything that's going on with the league and NFL and NBA, all that stuff, man. Fellas, please plug anything you want to plug. You can shout out through all that stuff right now, man. Tell the people what's up.
Man, as always, man, shout out to everybody that's pretty much been rocking with us from the beginning, man. We appreciate y'all support. We appreciate y'all sharing the live, clicking, liking, subscribing, all of those good things, man. Keep it up, man. We could continue to do what we do, have more and more fun, get you engaged, and that's how we gonna rock out. But as always, man, find me on Facebook at Adrian Dury. Find me on Instagram, Urban Gentleman 85. And yeah, man, just rock out with us and hit us up, man. Also make sure that those of you who, if you trying to pull up anything, you got new music, things like that, and you want to get yourself out there, the Bars and Buckets 2022 at gmail.com. Email is scrolling on the bottom, man. So make sure you go ahead and email us information so we can get back in contact with you and get you on the show.
Mm-hmm. Quan, where you at?
Find me on Facebook, Cornell Shelby II. Find me on Instagram, gold_mine_CEO84. Man, I appreciate y'all coming to kick it with us, man. Come and get drunk, laugh with us, watch us, do our thing, join us in commenting, liking, subscribing, sharing. Yeah, we about to have a lot of fun in these playoffs, man. So Reggie ain't started yet on his shenanigans. Wait till these playoffs start. Because you hear him saying the Bulls going to the Eastern Conference Finals. So, hey, come rock with us.
So, look, man, I'm going to say this, man. You can find me at Reggie Moving Forward on Facebook, Reggie Moving Forward on Facebook. If your music is trash, keep it. That's very mean. That's very mean to say on air. That's very mean.
It would have to
If your
be my
music is
cousin.
trash, you don't have
Have
to
to be my cousin.
let us just marinate on it for a couple weeks. Let us think about it for a while, okay? Before we just, we ain't gonna just bash you out there, okay? Cool.
No, we ain't just gonna bash your music, man.
But no, man. Look, we appreciate y'all, man, to the fullest. Next week we're gonna be right back at it. The weather is breaking here in Chicago, so we're gonna be doing shows out in the field. We're gonna be doing shows we're gonna be doing a lot of interviews, man. So we appreciate that. I feel like it's an exciting time for sports, man. Yeah. We got the NBA playoffs cracking right now at the end of the month. In less than 2 weeks, we got the NFL draft going on. We got a lot of things that's about to crack with a lot of different, we didn't even talk about Tiger Woods, and all this stuff going on with all that stuff. The baseball started back. So there's a lot of stuff that's going on. So if you have any type of topics that you want to talk about, we're very versatile. Fuck, really even talk about hockey. I don't know much about hockey like that. But if you got a question about hockey, we'll talk about that shit. That's cool too. So what we trying to do is we brothers, but we all knowledgeable about sports, about hip hop, everything like that. And we just trying to give back to people that's trying to be, put out their music. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get out there. And shout out to Marco, our other brother. But we are, like AD say, we want to invite y'all to the show, man. You know what I'm saying? We want to, if you want to say, send us an email. And I'm going to let AD give us email one more time again. But send us email and send us a message. You can be like, yo, I want to be on the show. I want to come on there and talk shit with y'all, get drunk with y'all, take free throws with y'all. We gonna have you on, man. Come on. Talk shit. I just want you to be prepared that I'm going to win a debate. Just so you know that. I don't
go with this.
Going to win shit when it comes to me. But we're gonna have you on, man. So let us know, man. We can have you on next week or whatever, man. We're gonna chop it up, talk good shit, man. But look, we rock with y'all. Y'all rock with us, man. Be sure you follow us on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Bars and Buckets. 80, tell them one more time, what's that email, bro?
Man, email, man, barsandbuckets2022@gmail.com. barsandbuckets2022@gmail.com. Man, make sure you hit us up. Again, click, share, subscribe to Bars and Buckets on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Apple Music, Google Podcasts. I mean, I got me and my bros everywhere about right now. If I can find some other places we can get in, I'm going to get us in there too, man. So
catch us on your next smoke signal. We that too.
Right, we blowing that up too. All right.
Pages, flip phones, all that.
All right, man. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna get my brothers real drunk next week because of these bets. Be sure you turn into these games. So starting tomorrow night, because we got free throws on tomorrow night's games too. Be sure you check out them games tomorrow night.
Sure.
And be sure you check out the games between the Bulls and the Bucks. Game 1 starts on Sunday. Game 2 starts on Wednesday. We're gonna be back on the show next Thursday, and the bros, all three of us, maybe Marco too, is gonna catch the game next Friday night. Madhouse in Madison, man. Chicago's finest. We're gonna be standing up. We're gonna be at a bar somewhere getting drunk.
Somewhere.
So I hope y'all ready, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be, by that time the Bulls gonna go up 2-1 in the series. So it's all gonna be love in Chicago. You know.
By the way, before you sign off, which game you got them winning? The first game or the second game?
I got the Bulls winning the second game. I feel like the first game is gonna be like okay. Now it because I really feel like the Bucks is gonna win scrappy in the first game Sunday.
Okay,
they're gonna win by like 4 or 5 points.
It's gonna be a close one Sunday.
Okay, they're gonna win by like 4 or 5 points. They're gonna come down some critical free throws and shit like that.
Okay,
but Wednesday, my nigga, the Bulls.
How much the Bulls winning by Wednesday?
Yeah, they're gonna win.
If the Bucks win in a scrappy one by 5 on Sunday, how much the Bulls winning by on Wednesday?
3.
Oh,
3.
Okay.
Late game free throws, adjustments, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nobody's getting blown out in this series.
All the games gonna be close.
No, I don't feel like no blowouts. I just don't feel like the Bulls is built by the first 3 or 4 months of the season. and over exceeding expectations, I don't feel like they're gonna come into the playoffs getting blown out by nobody. You see what I'm saying? If they lose, they lose. But make it a scrappy game. Play defense. And I'll be content with that.
Cool.
So that is. Hope y'all ready to get drunk next week. We fuck with y'all. We love y'all, man. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, man. We gonna check y'all out next week. Bars and buckets, man. We about to tune out, man. We love y'all. We see y'all next week, baby.
Peace out.
All right.